There it is.
Nice
My
chunky milk.
masterpiece.
Oh my god.
I hate you so much. That scared the shit out of me.
At least they used theirs and not mine.
Yeah, I have himbos saved.
Okay, for real this time. Welcome to Deluma Regine Savage. This time we're all in the instance. Let's go. Okay, so now you can press Pure and Re-Raiser, or apply Lost Re-Raise if you're doing that at the start. Yeah, so right here at the cache is the one and only place we have to confirm lost actions before departing for the raid. Those are one-way jump pads, so please do not step on the glowing pads until all groups are ready. And you can indicate to your group that you're ready by, once you've refilled your holster and have applied all your starting stuff, go stand on the waymark that corresponds to your party. A, B, C, D have letter waymarks. Parties E and F have waymarks 1 and 2. Great. We do have some color prog today, or I'm pretty sure they've done calls before, but they just want to practice. So it'll be Ilya calling Slimeside.
I've actually only called Golems in this instance.
Oh, okay.
It'll actually be Tony.
Sure, sounds good. And on Golem side as well, it'll be Swin calling. Hey, Golems is free. Don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure there's enough people there that know what to do that you can figure it out even if something goes terribly wrong. Yeah. Anyway, it's just have fun over there. So, let's see. Missing Pure is going to be Mina, Mosinilde, and Salus. Please equip your Pure Essence. And let's see. Re-Raiser, I can hand out a couple.
Oh, that was terribly planned.
Okay, cool. Seems like we got presets covered. I'll just go ahead and fix my holster finally.
Oh boy. Oh, I didn't think this through.
Rend Armor will be used starting at just the very first Enraging boss encounter, Trinity Seeker. So you can start with that action. Do you have a Pure Essence of the Divine in cache? Yeah, so for healers, the Pure Essence is pretty important because without it, you can't raise people. Just Arise will have a 0% chance to work. And also, Mina Falcos, do you have a Pure Essence of the Indomitable to apply, as well as either a Banner of Honored Sacrifice or Lost Blood Rage to use instead of Lost Dervish?
Mina is AFK right now.
Okay. Great. And let's see. Our Flare Star user for today is Opalt Jade. So in particular, Giovanni Kuya, you will not be using Lost Flare Star on the bosses. That is it's like a mutually exclusive action. Only one person can apply it. If you're the only caster in your party, then probably want to be using Lost Cure 4 to buff your party's damage and handle some healing. Otherwise, in terms of pure DPS actions, I guess you can run whatever you want, but... Okay. Oh, okay, sweet. Perfect. Oh, Templar. Right. So you don't have, if you don't have any pure essence of the divine in cache, then alright, sure. Yeah, that's not ideal. But I think we probably have enough arises anyway. In that case, you can just bring like Chain Spell instead of Arise. All of your plates of Arise are worthless now. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and run ready checks. We'll see how it goes. Except we do have one AFK. We do have Mina AFK. Once your party's ready, please report in Alliance chat, or sorry, in shout chat or yell chat. Okay, let's see. It's gonna be Alpha ready, Bravo ready, Charlie ready, Echo 7 out of 8, waiting on Delta and Foxtrot. Echo ready, waiting on Delta, and also just want to hear back that Mina is back from AFK. Okay, honestly, I'm not very happy about this. That Mina is going AFK with no Re-Raiser, no Essence, and a Lost Dervish equipped as tank. It'd be good if they could fix some of that by the time we're like ready to go to Slimes and Golems.
That was scary.
Hey, what else can I talk about? Like Resurrection is restricted. If we do get to the point where we see Limit Break charge, which happens around like 6 to 7 minutes into the fight, yeah, the Limit Break is not very powerful when used by damage dealers. It's not affected by any of our like Lost Action or Essence buffs and so on. However, Healer Limit Break does have a very powerful property, which is it bypasses Resurrection Restricted. You can see that debuff on your bar right now. So if we do get to see LB3 charge during any enraging encounter, that will be reserved for use by healers. I will call out a good time to use it. Yeah. Okay, seems like we're just gonna have to run another set of ready checks once Mina is back. Okay, seems like they do have essence and stuff. Cool.
Hey, let's go.
Great. Other things, like there are some very powerful buffing actions used by casters and healers, or sorry, casters in physical range in each party. The action Lost Dervish is going to be a very powerful buff that you can use every 2 minutes to buff your party's damage. As well as a Lost Cure 4 is not only a completely busted healing action, you can also that'll also apply as like a plus 10% bravery damage bonus. And so you can keep 100% uptime of that damage buff. It's one of the foundational damage increases available to us in Posture. Okay, seems like we just have a Pokeball. We're just going to go ahead and do a final set of ready checks, and then I guess jump down as soon as Final Form is back. Yeah, so the first set of encounters is split between Slimes and Golems. Half the raid will be going to the left side, and half the raid will be going to the right side. We do need to start and complete these encounters at about the same time. There's a shared 5-minute enrage timer that begins when either side opens their door. So that will happen at the end of the raid-wide countdown that I will begin. Damn, that's a whole lot of 7 out of 8.
I was about to say.
A ready, B ready. Okay. Waiting for C. Okay, C is ready. Waiting for D, E, F. Echo ready. Waiting for F and I guess Final Form to get back. All right. F is 7 out of 8. Let me know. Okay. I think that means everyone's here.
F is ready.
F is ready. D is ready. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump down. I guess, yeah, we only need to not start Slimes and Golems before they're back. Anyway, yeah, we're jumping down to platforms. ABC to the left, D, E, F to the right. If you're in parties Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot, are also going to jump down a voice channel to be led by Swin in the Golems voice chat. So that is in Discord. Half of you guys, or I guess parties Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot will need to jump down to the other side. So now on Slime side, I will pass it over to our Slime side caller, Ilya, if you'd like to take it away.
I was gonna say, each their own. I'm gonna give everybody a minute just to kind of get down here, because we should have all 24. Alright, that should be most everybody down here. Golems is literally super free. The tanks need to be one on each of the golem piles, and I need a fake tank on each of the C and D weight markers. Thank you, Rosa. I need one more person to be the south tank. Thank you, Rarana. I do not recognize a couple of names, so I'm just going to go over everything just to be safe. Each of these piles of rock is going to turn into a different golem. The 2 blue ones are going to turn into blue golems, and the green ones will turn into green golems. If you are not a tank or have been assigned to any other role over here, you are going to be in the murder ball. The murder ball is going to go from southwest, southeast, northeast, and then northwest. You're going to kill the golems in blue, white, green, and red order. We are going to hold on the red golem until we hear the rupture call from Slimes. Until then, we are going to just hold it at 30% and kill the golems that spawn in the north and the south. The golems are each going to do a cast called Metamorphosis, and it is going to cause them to change color. You may have noticed that there are only 2 colors, and there are 4 colors that we need to kill. The blue golem will turn into the white golem, then the green golem, then the red golem, and then cycle back through from the start. The green golems are going to cycle red, blue, white, and then green again. So for the blue and the green golems, you are going to interrupt every single cast of Metamorphosis. For the red golem, I know Chalky knows what they're doing. So for the DPS, I don't know if you're new or not. If not, you are going to just hold until the golem turns red, wait for Chalky to get the tether, and then Chalky is going to kite it around the room, and you are going to interrupt every other cast of Metamorphosis. The blue golems do a tank buster, so healers, be ready to Asuna your tanks, because they are going to get a poison debuff that will kill them. The north and the south tanks, you are responsible for keeping the hallway golems from going into the green rooms. If the green golems eat them, it's bad. Everyone else, you're just going to go from room to room and kill everything else. Be aware that there are traps that will spawn. There's always a trap that spawns in the middle of the hallway in one of 3 positions, and 2 of the rooms are going to have a trap each. The trap can be either in front of or behind the pad in the middle, so just be careful. Sigma is our perceptor. Let him go first and get the rooms. There is a trap in blue, middle, and one of the north rooms. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. This is the really easy side. Slimes is the much harder side. You have to do a lot of other coordination with that. The reason why we are holding again is because we need to give slimes enough time to do their thing so that we finish at the same time. If we finish before them, the ads in the hallway are going to spawn faster and faster, and eventually the Reapers are going to come, and we do not want the Reapers to come. Any of the vets, if I missed anything, please feel free to let me know, or if anybody else has any questions, please feel free to say so in yell or shout chat or unmute yourself.
Hey Sigma, can you come to where I'm jumping after? If you could just percept where I am. Hold on, let me get there. So if you could just percept right here, right around here, yep. See, detect the trap. No, alright. So trap is in far blue.
Are we doing damage on red without dots until level 20%, or are we not doing that?
Correct. We are going to do no dots on the red golem. Once it hits like 20-30%, we're just going to fully stop and let Chalky keep kiting it around. Oh, white golem. It does a cast called Compaction at 30%. This is a full heal, so we need to burn it down before it gets the full heal off. No, Chalky's in the red golem.
Chalky's on the green golem. Are they not? Because I think Mr. Noobsy is on the red golem.
No, Mr. Noobsy is on the white golem.
Oh. It's really weird.
Primal does it differently than if you've ever done a run through like Lego Steppers or like a EU run or anything. Primal does it differently.
Okay, then weird question. Where is the tank with the wand going?
You have the green golem.
Alright, so I'm going to the 3 room. Cool. Okay.
Yes. Does anybody know how to use the guide? I have never figured it out, and I've actually hosted runs where I tried to do it.
I don't know how to use the guide, but I thought we did this golem is the red golem, and this golem is the green golem.
Different servers, different strats. Chalky has the red golem.
Yeah, I only run out of this server, so I don't know any other server strat.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter exactly what golem people are on as long as we're all on the same page, so...
Yeah.
If you look at the picture that was just posted by the Phoenix, it does show that the most southeast golem is the red one. Just as an FYI.
The guide that I mean is the one that's in DRS Learning.
I know, the one that just got posted.
Yeah, I was answering somebody in chat.
Oh.
I have it backwards. I swear this is how we've always done it on every primal run that I've done is blue golem, white golem, green golem, and red.
You have it exactly inverted north to south from the little image in the DRS warning.
Yeah.
We can do it the way we said it ahead of time. I'm just saying it is.
As long as everybody's on the same page, it should be good to go. Are there any other questions?
Noopsy, you are white, I believe. Yes, kill blue, white, green, red.
Alright, then I'm going to call Golems ready. Sigma, you will open the door and percept traps for us. Wait until the countdown, though.
It was blue, mid, north, right?
Yes, blue, mid, north. This is cringe synced content. Also, if you see the wobble checks in chat, our resident wobble is not here, but there is a 10-minute AFK kick timer. Do not be like Blackheart. Blackheart got kicked from his own run.
That was sad.
What was that ago?
Middle trap is percepted. Poison north. Build gauge, kill the blue golem. Healers, be ready to Asuna your tank. First metamorphosis, let them change once and then go. Hold burst until we hit 30% on the white golem. Compaction going out, burn it down. Go kill the green golem, be careful of the trap in the middle, and give some love to the north and south golems on your way. Be careful with the red golem, no dots. Burn it down to about 30-20%. Interrupt. Hold DPS. Come kill hallway golems.
What sure is a bit sus.
Yeah, I don't know about the silence.
It should have been done by now. Or
Yeah.
rather, it should have ruptured by now.
I mean, it's Anyprog, so, you know, shit happens.
Yeah.
Unless Greedy is the one calling, then shame on him.
I believe it was someone else.
I mean, don't rush him. We still have.
Time's
why-
wait. We
why-
are still going to kill the red golem. We are going to practice. Wait for Chalky to get it on the.
Okay.
Wait for Chalky to get it on the platform. We're going to practice. Interrupt.
And kill.
Murder. Everybody gather around the campfire in the middle.
So,
Everybody make sure you sing Kumbaya and boom. If you bounce, there is another trap. Go to the blue room. There's another trap. Let these demolishes go off.
It's recommended that click off your re-raiser. You're gonna do that.
You
right.
cannot click off your re-raiser.
You can click
come
off your
on.
pure essence though for less
you
HP.
guys kept this.
Oh, can you not click off your re-raiser?
You cannot click off your re-raiser.
You can't, no matter how much you try. Opal, Dion,
Once everything despawns, go ahead and leave the instance.
Opal, Dion, and Annie found out the hard way when they reached the buff cap.
Go ahead and leave instance.
Alright.
That was, however, perfect, so just do that again.
Right. Please remember to get another pure essence and another re-raiser, and remember to pop it once we go in.
The number one way to forget your pure essence is to re-instance.
That is true.
Will not forget my pure, will not forget my pure, will not forget my pure. But yes, golems were very good. At least from what I could see while I was running in a circle.
Oh yeah, please check if you have enough essence. Oh, what happened?
Oh.
Why did they just leave?
Which side is that? Oh, slime side.
Slimes.
Slimes.
I think they
What
explain it in slime side.
Okay, if you still need fragments and stuff, please answer no to this ready check.
While we wait for people, am I safe to go pee for like 2 seconds?
Sure.
You people 2 seconds?
So sorry.
Hey, 2 seconds to pee? Jesus.
Yeah, we're waiting anyways.
It's like 2 feet down the hall.
2 feet. At that point, just get a bottle.
Or a catheter.
That works too. Let's get the
If
good old
I-
gamer bucket.
If I may be curious, what exactly happened on that run that we had to dip out?
We wiped.
Okay,
Well,
basically,
yeah, we-
slimes
but-
and golems both have to succeed. So if one of the sides has something go wrong, you have to re-instance.
Yeah.
What happened on, was it slime side that...
Yeah, we had an early rupture and a late rupture, which is
By the way,
We were all getting anxious about the silence.
yeah. By the way, Greedy, forget what I said in DMs. I've solved that problem by switching to Summoner now. I'll be honest, I just realized that playing Black Mage, going full DPS Black Mage and Battery is not exactly a good idea. I mean, it's possible, but not up to you. Not really good.
Okay, seems like red slimes are fine though, so we'll wait a little bit to see if anyone can join. Yeah, I think all of our healers got our divine essences, or divinity fragments.
What happened to him that left?
The person who left? I don't know. Let's see, who else needed pures? I'll just go ahead and run another ready check. Okay, wow.
That's, yeah.
I think I recognized that. I think I recognized him before.
Alright, well, if we do have everyone ready, or I guess, yeah, if no one joins by the time everyone's ready, we'll just re-instant.
Yeah, that photo print is peak. I think it looks Marvel who did that. Went all the way from... Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's not run, it's walk. Fucking RP walk all the way from to
Yeah, RP walks. Jeez, how long? That's a YouTube video. He uploaded that to you.
Yeah, 2 hours plus. 2 hours.
I would love to watch that video. Can you link it by chance?
I think he posted it somewhere, but I kind of... Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, there it is.
It's in DRS learning. Yeah.
Holy shit. Unfortunately, the quality is very crusty on my end, so... Unless I manually fix it.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Wobble will in fact do anything for the button.
Oh, someone's typing? Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, it seems like we're all back, so gonna go ahead and reinstance.
Sweet.
Bravo short stack should be okay. You are already on the run at Vulture Gender, she/her.
Shocky. What are you doing?
That's such a troll name. Every time someone wants to ping vultures, they have to tab past Chalky.
Oh, why?
That's literally that's the reason why I changed my name to that.
There's already someone else that shows up if you type vulture, though.
Wait, really?
Yes.
It just looks. Oh, but Chalky just shows up first. Okay, that's why. Yeah.
Several people are typing.
Okay, someone did not respond to the instance.
Three-way race between Redacted, this run, and the Waffle Walk.
Oh, is final DCing again?
Didn't I could have sworn
There
I
they
saw
go.
here, right?
Oh, never mind. Okay. I talked to the wandering dramaturge instead of the troubled gentleman. Okay, now everyone's ready. Now for real, we're going into Delirium Reginald Savage. Please click commence. We are gonna try to get on with the show.
Maybe DRS before Wobble makes it to Gongos.
Can we? I mean, now that we've done Slimes Explains, probably. I mean, even if we... Yeah. If you start from now, then yeah, probably.
Have you seen those speedruns where you try to beat the game before laxatives kick in? We should do one of those for DRS.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Alright,
I will
so...
not forget my fear, I will 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 not forget my fear. This is
the number one cause of Forgotten Pure Essence is reinstancing into DRS. So I'm gonna throw up waymarks real quick, and then, I mean, we don't have to do the whole song in advance. I would throw a re-racer onto someone.
Yes, refill your holster to 99 of 99.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no Forgotten Purists. Everyone has an essence on. Nice. And actions look good. You probably shouldn't, or yeah, you didn't really need to use any for that, for the last run.
I like to imagine that Himbo actually researched the meme that I said.
I mean, all I did was Google how long for laxatives to work.
Yeah, that's fair.
What?
And then it listed the various types. Most of them take actually like 2 to 3 days.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that just like
Really?
fiber?
Yeah, it's pretty much just fiber supplements.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, 2 to 3 days. I mean, that's more speedruns suited for Redacted.
Demand laxatives take 6 to 12 hours.
How many DRS runs can I complete before the laxatives kick in?
Alright, go ahead and run ready checks, by the way. Also, I'd recommend pressing a re-raiser. I think there's just one person missing re-raiser. Once your party's ready, let us know in Yell or Alliance chat. Or sorry, Yell and Shout chat. Alliance chat does not work. A, B, F, E. Let's see, waiting for C and D. Actually, you know what? I think we're all, yeah. D is ready. If you're personally ready, if you have all your actions and you have a full holster and pure essence and re-raiser, just go ahead and drop down and change voice channels. Confirm positions once you're down at your side, and then indicate slimes and golems ready.
Looks like most everyone's back. Yeah, like I said, that was perfect. Just do that again. Easy. So, white, mid, north. Traps are white, mid, and north. Are there any questions from last time? Everything went really, really well, so everybody did great, but does anybody have any other questions from last time? Doesn't sound like it, so I'm just going to let them know that Golems is ready. Turn your tank stances back on. This is cringe synced content.
You will Asuna the circles from the blue golems. They do a little tank buster that needs to be Asuna'd.
Trap in the middle is percepted. And poison is north. Get ready to Asuna the blue tanks. Just make sure you've Asuna'd the blue tanks. The dot does still tick. Asuna the tanks. Wait for the metamorphosis to go off before killing the white golem. Compaction, burn it down. Interrupt these.
Wait, what? Red changed its target somehow.
I have never seen it do that.
If the tank doesn't maintain aggro on it, the interject from red grays.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you do anything with it, you'll tag someone, and fortunately, Adela.
Alright, no dots, interrupt. No dots on this. We're gonna drop it down to about
20%.
I was gonna say we might want to do a little bit lower just so that we have a chance to get it before it hits Adala.
Don't worry, Adala's is on it with my party, so I can
Okay.
cover.
The DPS was pretty good on blue.
Hold
Golem.
DPS, hold DPS. Come give some love to the hallways.
Could a hover work? From Chalky?
They're not in my
Imp.
party.
Yeah.
Oh, fair point.
You can just
Rupture, we are going to commit.
We didn't onto the pad, onto the pad, onto the pad.
Down. DPS it down, DPS it down. Did they bounce?
Press F. After
Never punished. Never punished.
Never punished. Alright, we're just gonna keep killing hallway golems until the rupture actually goes off, and then we can leave. Interrupt or sleep these demolishes. Interrupt or sleep the demolishes. Alright, everybody head out the north door. Make sure that nobody in your party is dead. There are 2 chests at the bottom of the staircase past this jump pad. Make sure to grab them. They are personal loot, and you can go ahead and join the next VC.
As an educational golem side, we learned that the red can just decide to change targets.
If it kills someone, then it becomes threat targeting. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah.
It was on me, and then suddenly it was on the dancer.
Okay, that's interesting.
So apparently what happened is that once the golem turned red, apparently Chucky forgot to poke it back.
Oh no!
Did it tether to the dancer?
Yeah, it tethered to the, it changed its tether.
It
Oh,
tethers,
yeah, because once it
tethers
changes
to
color
whoever hits
initially.
it. Yeah, it tethers to
Yeah,
whoever
yeah.
hits it first.
Yeah, that's just the initial aggro, right?
So
It's
yeah,
not,
if you're fizz range, you don't want to hit the red golem. Like you're just interrupting it.
Okay. Anyway, thanks
Does
for
interrupt
bidding.
cause auto attacks too?
Does
Add grace?
well, I mean, let's see. Like, I'm pretty sure if you just cast interrupt on the red golem, it'll notice that as like the first offensive action in tether. I'm not sure it does start auto attacks.
Do not just target it. Do not auto it. Just literally just interrupt, and you'll be you'll be Gucci gang.
Yeah, I mean, well, like the cause of tethering dancer is that the dancer like right clicks
Doesn't
on the golem
interrupting
to
start auto attacks
It does,
anywhere on the
but
range?
you're talking about the interrupt after it's red already. That's like a while after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't be interrupting it before then.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Well, we're all alive somehow or another. So that's pretty much the hardest part. Now it's time to friggin' steamroll over the rest of this instance. If you started with Mimic for some reason, just remember to grab your actions back. Remember to put on Haste Gear if you do have it. Otherwise, if you're ready, please get on the Charlie Waymark to begin the fight. Actually, I do need to change my control scheme here. Yeah, the one mechanic that I do want to explain, just technique for dodging, is Seasons of Mercy. So this is it's a combination like dodge stuff on the ground and look away from orb gaze mechanic. So in order to look away from the orb when Seasons of Mercy happens, I would recommend first turning your character to face the outside of the arena, and then if you see the orb in front of you, then you need to turn again. If you're looking at the orb when it fires, you will get petrified, take quite a bit of damage, and probably die. So it's recommended to not look at that's about it. Other than that, there's just a lot of, like, I don't know, fast mechanics, overlapping stuff, fewer tells, faster tells. Everything else will be called out on the fly. Very execution-focused fight. And when we have Sign of Life from Emiya and Thea, we'll begin a countdown. Also, check your tank stance. Our main tank for the night is Chalky Milk, so no other tank needs to have it on. Great. This boss does have an Enrage, and also it's quite dangerous, so we want to kill it as fast as possible. And to that end, we will be using Lost Actions to accomplish that goal. So, you know, for most DPS, that's just going to be basically using like Bond of Power, Bond of Magic, Lost Chain Spell, so on. Banner of Bond of Sacrifice every 2 minutes in combination with your Drops Burst. Lost Dervish as well. That's on a 90-second cooldown, but you can use it every 2 minutes alongside Bond of Power. Lost Cure 4 applies that Bravery buff. You should make sure that it's always up on your party. It's a 60-second duration, so you can easily get full uptime on that as long as you are alive and pressing the button. And yeah, if you did start with Lost Excellence, it is expected that you will be replacing that action to start the fight as soon as you use it once with another damaging action. Get the full overlapping benefit for opener in the first minute of the fight. Again, once Yumiya crosses the purple line, we will begin a countdown. Okay, cool. We're all here. We will now begin a 30-second countdown to begin the fight. So yeah, also raid food is good. I would recommend using that. The extra vitality may keep you alive. Also, it's just bonus damage. No reason not to use it. Callouts will be boss relative. If you remember from normal mode, 4 sword slashes. I'll call out the safe sides of the boss to stand on. As well as, you know, which sides to cross over after how long. Oh yeah, that's a raid wide, sorry. Okay, now we're going to be seeing our first Fourfold Mercy, sword slash mechanic. Oh, shit, I ripped aggro. Okay. We're going to be left, left, right, right. Start on the left-hand side of the boss and then cross over after 2 slashes. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, cross over, and then look away from orb, and then get away from flower. Dodge ice, look away from orb. And then you're going to want to get far away from the flower, towards 3. Okay, underneath the boss's hitbox, sides are unsafe. Underneath the boss's hitbox is safe, sides are unsafe. Tanks up front to share the damage. Okay, everyone clear front. This is a shared tank buster. Are we DCing? Everyone clear front. Chalky needs to be alone. Okay, so as long as Chalky's alone, this attack is harmless. Then we're going to stack up and wait for chains to appear. Easy pattern. So once these chains appear, you're going to move apart to break them, and then get knocked into a barricade. Get knocked into any barricade. You need to be in front of a barrier. Numbered markers are safe. Okay, coming up is a burst window. You're going to want to hold that burst. Also, this is a follow square mechanic. Outside the arena is exploding. We're heading out towards Charlie. Okay, and then we're gonna rotate in front of the barrier at 4. Be in front of the barrier at 4. Rotate in front of the barrier and stay in front of the barrier. Okay, this is a burst window. And this is a shared damage. Stack up for shared damage on 4. For me? Yeah, monk? Okay, good. I didn't get got. And we're gonna remain stacked while we pound on this guy. Orange lines on the ground, simply move out of them. My fun of power never went off. This is so sad. Move out of the orange on the ground. We're on sand or stone. We're on yellow sand. Be on yellow sand. And then get ready to dodge Intercardinal of the boss. Intercardinal of the boss now is doing a plus-shaped attack, so be away on the diagonals of the boss. Or max melee. Max melee is also safe. Okay, boss is going to jump center. Okay, this is another set of Ifrit dashes, so center up for the outside of the arena exploding. We're headed out towards the barrier at 3. And then as we're rotating counterclockwise, it's going to be a double movement right of your turn. It's going to be right, left, left, right. Start on the right-hand side of the boss. Crossover after the first and third slashes. 1, crossover. 2, 3, crossover again, and then look away from orb and get away from flower. Away from orb first, dodge ice, and then get away from flower. You can get away from flower now. Right. Intermission here. Break chains, cure for casters, heal up the party. And there's going to be a raid wide, followed by a tank buster. Raid wide here. Okay, and then just kill the boss here. This mechanic does not exist. Yeah. Okay.
The intrusive thoughts to point
there are
that
traps
buster
up ahead.
in.
Do not go ahead. There are traps up ahead. Our duelist will percept. I would not recommend going in front of Opalt. Okay, also our dead healers will arise. Do not move ahead to the golden glowing pad. The raid is proceeding to the right towards Dahu. But we are not going to pull Dahu. We're going to wait for the duelists to begin their encounter. Okay.
Traps all gone.
Alright, traps all percepted or popped. So yeah, again, we're not engaging Dahu. I'd recommend staying far behind the purple line. Duelist party, you can meet up with Sigma to provide buffs. They may commandeer the countdown to coordinate when they would like to receive buffs before departing for the duel. All deaths resolved. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this, but there is personal loot in DRS. There was the 2 chests before we pulled the Trinity Seeker. There's also another chest since we just killed the boss. So you can go ahead and pick that up and get your juicy loot tokens. Okay, anyway, now serious talk is over. I think I heard some intrusive thought or whatever. But damn, that was a bit scary with the tank buster. Also, I'm glad that we didn't get the cursed friggin' double push after like the 80% push into the 43% push. That happened last week.
When I was saying intrusive thoughts, it was whenever I got that tank buster, and I just remembered the little clip of everyone getting hit with the tank buster.
the hello chat.
Yeah, the hello chat.
Okay, this countdown is not for Dahu. Do not pull the boss. Countdown is for the duelist to coordinate buffs. Please do not engage Dahu. If Dahu, for any reason, gets pulled, then the duelist loses their attempt to start the encounter. Also, I just realized I cleared some Dahu markers. Okay, it is totally fine for someone to go BRB on this fight, as it does not drop any important loot drops. Okay, so again, do not pull Dahu. Yeah, as this fight only drops, like 1 fragment of loss and 0.1 fragments of deception. However, we are going to pull shortly. Yeah, this is a trash encounter. However, we still are going to use actions since we have 2 spare usages. So please cross the purple line, and we're going to pull the boss.
Dahu starts off with a little set of pop rocks coming down on the ground. Make sure to dodge the yellow. Do not stand within the bad. Keep on staying outside of the bad. Dahu dashed north. Dahu is dashing south. Do not stand in the line. AoE. Do not stand inside the cone. Dahu will be pulled back up north, and then there will be a set of lions. Once again, stay outside of the bad. You may see a limit cut marker above your head coming out soon. If you get a limit cut marker, go out to any ad. Doesn't matter which one, as long as you're at one. We'll keep on dodging lines and left-sided shockwave. Get ready to move into it immediately. And now you will get knocked back to an open spot. Any open spot's fine. If you know the secret tech, you can use it.
Nice.
Everybody will go to the left shoulder of Dahu. You get to move around. The triangle is safe for caster uptime. Dahu is getting close to dead. Just kill that. Like AoE the ads maybe. No, just focus Dahu. Don't worry about the ads. Tier 4s, make sure to keep Chalky up alive. Dahu is dead.
Yay, we did it. Okay, up ahead is a point of no return. Congratulations to our duelist for successfully completing the encounter. Remember the trap on the way out, and don't forget to grab the bow. Never, never, never. Yeah, so up ahead, point of no return. That's the last chance to grab all your loot for both Dahu and Trinity Seeker and Slimes and Golems. So it's mainly just the runner's plating footgear. That's the only like untradeable piece of gear. I didn't see any dead, so when you're ready, you can go ahead and proceed.
I did not realize Dahu dashes so quickly.
He does. It's like 5 sets of puddles, and then he just goes. You just gotta look for the lean. I can't tell if that's directed at me. I feel bad. Should I call over you?
That was me. Sorry.
But yes, Ilya is Anyprog for Slimes, Dahu, and Phantom. Yeah.
I'm not physical bat. There's physical bat for this fight again.
Okay, so yeah, welcome to Queen's Guard. Gonna do some... Oh, it seems like our batteries are already ready. Equipped their excellence and stuff. So, our vets who brought a bunch of Mimic and want to pump. Gonna slot a Mimic, target the appropriate person who has the marker over their head and reminiscence buff matching the actions that you need, and click Mimic. Okay. Yeah, okay, organization-wise, let's see what we need to do. I should probably save Queen's Guard reflect markers. But on the bridge, just gonna have some healers or light curtain users. Please stand on a marker, which will correspond to the ad that you'd like to reflect during the final phase of the encounter. Do need 6 volunteers on the back of the bridge.
Off-topic question: do we have an off tank for this one?
Oh yeah, that's the other thing that I did not assign yet, but we will need an off tank or co-tank. Yeah, so I do need 2 more reflectors, one at southwest and one at like kind of on the 2-way mark. Any experience level is fine. Just you will need approximately like 4 light curtains in order to 4 light curtains maximum and handle the reflect responsibility. So in DRS learning chat, I will repost the reflect diagram. Basically, after you've defeated all 4 bosses, both pairs of bosses, there's going to be a number of ads that we need to deal with, and there are 12 spiritual spheres that usually will have healers reflect, or I mean, it can be any DPS with light curtains, pretty much. Each is going to be responsible for reflecting 2 ads. I do need an additional. Is there like a healer who can handle reflects on the 2 mark? All right. Okay, Alina can handle it. Cool, thank you. Yeah, that's about it. So you can refer to raid text chat to see which 2 orbs you're responsible for reflecting. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in Yell Chat or however you wish, and we can clarify. All right, and okay, we do need a co-tank, so we have Chalky, and is there another tank who can stand on one of the markers? Take a boss. Discuss between which of you would like to take which boss. For example, split between walls and mids, east and west. If you were standing on one of the markers on the bridge here, then light curtains would be used for these spiritual spheres during the final phase. If you didn't claim a marker, then you don't necessarily have to reflect anything here. Yes, the markers on the bridge, that is for the orb that you were reflecting. Were there orbs assigned in the roster? I think it was just free-for-all by waymark assignment. So, yeah, I would go by the markers that were on the bridge. Yeah, and so, yeah, each one of those markers on the bridge would correspond to two just true north positions in the arena. Okay. And actually, yeah, anyone with extra light curtains, that's a perfect scenario for you to just, whatchamacallit, yeah, just free-for-all reflect orbs. You see an empty spiritual sphere, if you're DPS, you can just press a light curtain and stand it in and help resolve the mechanic. It does not matter if you aren't assigned to it. Okay. Okay, we got tanks, we got reflect assignments, aura spheres during the final phase are just going to be free for all. Slime side tanks go north, golem side tanks go south. If you have an invuln available, the way that these aura sphere ads work is that you pretty much just need to we're going to beat up the aura spheres. It's just a DPS check, and then the person who has highest threat when the aura sphere dies is targeted for death with a heavy hitting tank buster. So in order to survive that, it's recommended to just use invuln. Can't really survive it otherwise unless you have 10 Rays of Fortitude and all of your mitigation. So pretty much just tanks. When you see the aura sphere, you turn on your tank stance, fight for threat, kill it quickly, and then if you see it'll target you with a red marker, nail mark above your head. That means you're about to take a bunch of damage. You press your invulnerability skill and survive. Yeah, and then for both the aura spheres and the spiritual spheres, there are reflect assignments. There is possibly a second set that we're going to see if our damage is not high enough. And then we handle those the exact same way. We kill the aura spheres. The tank with top threat will invuln the mark. And healers and DPS that were assigned to reflect the aura spheres will reflect the spiritual spheres will reflect the second set of spiritual spheres in the exact same orientation as before. Okay, and here is the other gimmick of the fight. So during the first phase, we're fighting two bosses at a time. We'll be fighting the Knight and Warrior once the bosses jump away. And the first thing that the Knight and Warrior do is gain either physical damage or magical damage resistance. So the way this is resolved is healers in your parties, you're going to be applying Spellforge and Steel Sting so that we are all dealing the correct damage type. So it is recommended, I think for most parties, if there are two healers in a party, then one healer can handle Spellforge and another healer can handle Sting. Actually, let's see. Can I is that a pinned message? I'll just post my macro and delete the redundant bits. Yeah. So basically, Spellforge gets applied to physical damage dealers and like tanks and fizz range and stuff. Steel Sting will get applied to healers and casters. And so, for most parties, if you're solo healing, then it would be recommended to start in Spellforge and apply that to everyone in your party who needs it, and include hybrid damage dealers. And then you wait to see if the boss tethers to the color that needs Steel Sting. So if it tethers purple, I'll say, we are in Steel Sting, click off purple, need yellow. And in that scenario, then the healer you can slot in, solo healer can slot in Steel Sting and apply that to the party to make sure that you're dealing the correct type of damage. If you need to switch back to your normal damage type, then you can use one of the macros in raid text chat to do that. I'm guessing most people are playing in English, so it'd just be like status off, lost Spellforge, lost Steel Sting. Since they're mutually exclusive, you can just put both into one macro and use that to remove the buff to start dealing your original damage type so that you can effectively damage the bosses. Yeah, so that's Spellforge Steel Sting, and the last thing that I will explain is just during the first pair of bosses, there's this 50% chance that we'll see the hard pattern here of Shield Omen. So this is the warrior's bomb mechanic. So half of the bombs are light, half of them are heavy. The warrior can also change your weight and the weight of the bombs. So if you're tethered, if anything gets tethered, its weight swaps. So the 3 patterns here are either, or 4 patterns are either like nothing is tethered. That means if nothing is tethered, then you're going to big bomb. If everything is tethered, then you're going to big bomb as well. If just you are tethered, then you're going to a small bomb. If just the bombs are tethered, then you're going to a small bomb as well. So this is memorized using the mnemonic double or nothing, go big. We'll also call out whether tethers have to go to small or large bomb. And then part 2, you're also dodging attack from the knight at the same time that you need to go to your small or large bomb. Shield Omen is the hard pattern. The knight is going to dash through the center of the arena and do a knockback that emanates from the center. So opposite the knight is unsafe. It's going to knock into an orb, and the orb is going to end up opposite the knight, do like a half room cleave. That's pretty unsafe. At the same time, if you are too near to the edge of the arena, you will get knocked out into the death wall and die. So you kind of need to be in the Goldilocks zone here. Kind of not like standing on the center of the arena. If you do that, then you're going to get hit by the knight's dash and take a rune stack. But just, about where these kind of like leaf petals are, that's a good radius away from the center of the arena to be. You'll get knocked towards the sides of the tether where the knight is coming from. And if you do that, you'll be able to ride the knockback towards a bomb that's on the wall. Again, that is Shield Omen, hard pattern, and you'll be getting knocked back to either a small or large bomb. It fucked up that knight is actually a paladin. That's true, but I guess like there's no knight job in Final Fantasy XIV. Kind of makes sense. Okay. Yeah, and there's some mechanics in Phase 2 that I'll just call out on the fly. If you did the Orbone Monastery, or you did some like Zadnor, or like the Gabriel Duel or something, then it's just show your whole mechanic. And I'll have a reminder when that happened. So, we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna try to kill the boss here. And these are my dumbass markers. So I would appreciate, it's just during Phase 1, if we could bring Warrior to Alpha. I like that spot between East and Southeast. That's about it. And then you Knight to Bravo if you remember after Jump Center. That one's not super. If you're ready, please get somewhere between Alpha and 3. Spellforge and Steel Sting for healers. You'll want to start applying that during the countdown to begin the fight. I guess Spellforge for our...
So A and B are where you want the bosses?
Yeah. I think A is probably more important, just to get the warrior between East and Southeast. That way it's just between the bombs. I like it there.
Okay.
But it's not like super critical.
Does it matter for Soldier and Gunner? Or?
No, for Soldier and Gunner, it'll just be normal positions. Yeah, Soldier to the west wall and Gunner in the middle, standard positions. Okay. Everyone has crossed the purple line. I'm going to say that means we are ready. Yeah, if you're soul healing, yeah, you can keep full cure or whatever your other action is slotted. You only need either Spellforge or Steel Sting slotted. You don't need to slot in both. You don't need to give your entire action loadout. That's all right. And then, but if we do need to swap to Steel Sting, then that is when the call is made, then you swap over to Steel Sting and apply that to your magic. Yeah. All right. Seems like we are about ready to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and start a countdown. All right. So you can now begin applying Spellforge and Steel Sting, or just Spellforge, for example. Everyone outside the arena. Everyone outside the arena. Outside the arena. We're gonna try again. Outside the arena. Tanks could also pick up the bosses so they don't start murdering people with autos. Appreciate it. I don't think these actually do a raid wide. Alright, good. Alright. So, yeah, try not to click on the bosses. Go over the line if you're ready. Okay, Pokeball as well. Okay, yeah, they're behind the line. That's all right. Okay. Right, so yeah, try not to click on the boss when it countdown begins. Some people, actually, I don't know how many people are like holding Mimic. So it might not be super critical, but we'll try to start the fight at the end of the countdown. Okay, now we're just gonna hang out for a hot sec while we wait for DC to come back. And since we have time, I guess I'll explain a little bit more in detail the show your hole mechanic. So this is combined with a number of raid wides. Essentially, you get a 3/4 circle yellow ring around your character, and it has an opening on 1/4 of your character, either left, back, or right. And you need to point that opening to the source of damage to be safe and dodge the root stack. So the first source of damage is always going to be the gunner in the center of the arena casting Queen's Shot. And it's going to be followed by a turret on the edge of the arena. Those fire in straight lines from east to west or west to east, and they zipper. So first you turn your hole to the gun in the center, then once Queen's Shot is completed, you turn your character so your hole is facing a turret on the east or west wall. So the turrets are like all the way on the east and west walls, like in a death wall basically, about where Square is walking on one side and then opposite. Well, there's no area of the arena which is completely safe from the turret shots. If you don't see a gun firing at you on one side, that's because the gun is firing at you from the other side. 2 more DCs in D? Oh, crap. Okay. Hopefully this run doesn't freaking completely blow up, but we'll wait for it to pass. Okay, Raven's back. Nice. Let's just go ahead and run ready checks, actually. So all parties run ready checks, report in yell or shout chat when your party is ready. Alpha, Bravo, Foxtrot, Charlie, Echo. Waiting for Delta ready. All parties are ready. 30 seconds on the board. Reapply raid food. You probably need around 6 minutes. 6 or 7 minutes. And reapply Spellforge to your party members who need it. That is like melee, fizz range, and hybrids. And we're gonna pull at 0. Okay, this is a raid wide. Try to save your mitigation here, but do use Cure 4 to heal up the party. And then Warrior's going to Alpha, and then Knight to the center. Spellforge and Steel Sting is coming up. Oh yeah, this is good. We are in Spellforge. Click off yellow, need purple. Click off Steel Sting, apply Spellforge. We won the bet. If you're not dealing magical damage, you are dealing no damage. Alright. Shield Omen, hard pattern here. And then we're gonna be you're gonna be taking a bomb, a knockback to the bomb that you need. Bombs are tethered. Tethers to large, non-tethers to small. Tethers to large, non-tethers to small. Getting knocked back towards the size of the tether. Big downtime. Tethers to large, non-tethers to small. If you fall first, you need to go to a place where a bomb just exploded. If you're tethered, you need to go to a place where a bomb just exploded. Or should I see some balls? Okay, all damage on Knight. The Knight is very high. And heavy raid wide here as well. A Faint Arrow Reprisal on the Warrior. Use some party mitigation here. Heavy Raid Wide. Cure for Casters, heal up the party. That might have gotten dispelled, I guess.
It did.
Okay. Next is going to be Tethers to Wind and Non-Tethers to Lightning. If you're tethered, you're going to Swirly Wind Puddles, non-tethers to Crackly Lightning. If you're tethered right now, Swirly Wind, otherwise Crackly Lightning. Also, even damage, a little bit more on the Warrior. Tethers to Wind and non-tethers to Lightning now. Okay, then get towards the Knight. Under the Knight, a little bit towards the center of the arena, on its behind. Very small safe spots. Another heavy raid wide. Cure for Casters, heal up the party, and use all remaining party mitigation. Oh, never mind. It's a half raid wide. Okay, whatever. That was free. Soldiers heading to the wall, and then Gunner to the center. Okay, now this is going to be show your hole mechanic. A little bit more damage on the soldier if you can for now. There's going to be frogs that turn into fire. Fire that turns into frogs. And then we're going to be in between the two small fires wherever they jump. Small fires jump second. Then you're going to show your hole first to the gun in the center and then to a turret on the wall. And we are going towards 3. Alpha's safe. Towards 3. Point your hole first to the gunner in the center. And then turn to face a turret on the wall. Turn to face a turret on the wall now. Or turn to the opening, right? Next is a Tank Buster. Regular Tank Buster, followed by regular Raid Wide. Okay. After this Raid Wide, it's going to be a bit of wind up to gun turrets. I forgot to explain Burst and Rampage again. Okay, whatever. Anyway, main tanks are going to pick up gun turrets. Probably Chalky's going to pick up west, and Fapuda is going to pick up east. They're going to burn down the gun turrets. And main tanks are going to, grab aggro and invul. Okay, main tanks go ahead and invul and sniper shot. The east gun turret needs some love. Please kill it. Raid wide here. Next up is ice or fire. Also reflectors, think about where you need to reflect in the final phase, as soon as these bosses die, you'll need to get into position. Keep moving, we got the blizzard. So keep moving, motion, do not stop to cast. Keep moving for the duration of this animation, keep moving, and kill bosses. Reflectors, get into position now. Make sure you have your light curtains ready. Slime side north, Golem side south. Tanks, if you have invuln available, then turn on your tank stance, otherwise turn it off. It's going to beat up the aura spheres once they spawn. And if you get the red marker above your head, make sure to... Okay, don't get parried, don't get reflected. How's reflect looking? One reflect, southwest reflect mist? Alright. Beat up these wards a little bit. When you see Coat of Arms casting, you can stop attacking now. Don't get parried, don't get reflected. Carefully reapproach the safe sides and do some more damage. And we're not going to do the second set of orbs, just kill the wards. Nice. We do have quite a few dead, so if our healers could prioritize picking up those. First, healers on the ground, prioritize our Arise users. And after that, just Arise protocol, mainly to make sure that not too many healers break open a new plate of Arise at the same time. You can claim a body by standing on it. Once you've claimed a body, you can slot in a new plate of Arise and use those 5 charges to attempt to raise the body. And after that, after you've used your 5, you can step off and let another healer take a stab, or if you see that there's no one nearby, then you can use another plate of Arise. That was a sick one tab. It looked like that. Okay. Alright, we'll do an Arise check after Trinity Avowed, but if last week was anything to go by, it seemed like there was like a catastrophe after Trinity Seeker, and then it turned out that we were nowhere near running out of our... Yeah, thank you to our healers for carrying just a huge amount of support utility that allows us to, have a stress-free run for the most part. And yeah, so if you notice, there are 2 chests when we defeated the boss. One of them was a special big golden chest that provided a runner's plating hand gear, right? That's what it's called. And that is a special loot token that only appears if the duelist successfully completes their encounter against the Stygimoloch warrior. So make sure to give Sigma Starliner a thank you in chat for successfully completing the duel and getting that piece of gear. That is not a given, especially on a learning run. Even on a reclear, it doesn't always happen. A successful duel is always nice to see. Okay, for the next encounter, I think Sarah brought Banish, so just give an 07 or something in chat if you're ready for that.
Oh, then I think.
Yeah. Okay, I see the Lost Banished. Okay, if you're ready, you can get between. If you're ready, then you can get towards the Alpha or Delta waymarks. You can hug the wall of the arena in order to not pull the boss.
We are gambling.
Let's go gambling. Oh yeah, that's right. Ilya's calling me. Okay.
Yep.
These are the markers you're good with? Okay.
Yeah. I'm fine with any marker, to be honest.
All right.
Alright. Sorry,
Okay.
you can pull whenever.
Oh, pull whenever.
Okay. Alright. Dahu starts off with...
Dahu.
I don't know. I kind of forgot. What does Dahu start with? Was it a tank buster or something? I don't know. We will see if we were correct, if you guys were picked the correct side or not. We are going to A. It seems like we have lost the gamble. Please remember to keep all hands inside the flights. And make sure you don't step out of the circle. You guys can follow those circles down on the ground for making sure you don't run out. So, as we progress down the wall, make sure you do not step into the death wall, as we're coming up towards into that. We will now move over to 2. And now we will get prepared to walk back over to 1. Meow meow gauge. We'll see 3 pulses of light, and then we will move back over to 2. 1, 2, 3. You can move over to 2. And we're killing the boss here.
Yay, we did it. Okay. There are traps up ahead, by the way. So let's see,
I have gotten deceptions from both trash bosses so far.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Swin's got Percept. Oh, Himbo has failed the... Oh my god. Just tactical re-raiser call, except also loss of subtractive pallet gauge. Downstairs, we actually need the traps.
Fair warning, I load very, very, very slowly after this door.
Yeah, so don't go ahead, as we do need the traps here to proceed and win the raid. Oh yeah, 2% by the way, we win again. 3 more traps to be percepted. Okay. We have now made it to Trinity Avowed. Which means it's time for a quick bio break. I'd recommend staying AFK behind the purple line, Or rather, if you are in front of the purple line, then don't go FK. And yeah, I need some water, so let's reconvene at 20 past the hour in 3 minutes. You may see shell getting handed out. Feel free to do that, as we will need mitigation for the next encounter. Okay. BRB.
Chalky, do you want me to hit? Oh, you're hitting it. Okay.
I brought 2 shells, so.
I brought a shell and an Aether Shield. I can, and yeah. Are you grabbing Aether Shield for the Red Ones, or you want me to?
I have Aether Shield. Don't worry about it. I'm using Lynn's main character syndrome bag, where I do everything.
The less I have to do, I'm.
Just to let you all know, I started playing the wobble RP walk. So far, he has not made it to Gangos. He's barely at the bridge where the beast stripes of the snake ladies are.
I started that video as we zoned in. They're right past the bridge in the fringes.
If anything, we should be using the wobble video as a checkpoint of how faster we are.
Mm-hmm. Let me think. From the fringers, you have to go to. You go to the shroud.
Yeah, it's from the shroud. I think you gotta take a.
Then you go into
a boat.
You go to Limsa, where you can take a boat to Kukane.
Then across the Ruby Sea to Yanja, then to the Domin Enclave, then to Gongos.
Yeah. Well, we got a ways to go.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, very greedy.
Well, let's see. Fizz Bat, probably greeting a cast of Dervish. Oh, never mind. It's Theoth. Theoth here.
Oh shit! I can't talk now. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Anyways.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Fizz Bat is on the way, I think.
There we go.
Okay, never mind. It's there. There. Theoth has the excellent. Take the excellent. Okay, Trinity Avowed has a few mechanics. I'll post the guide if someone has not already. You know, it's quite unlikely that we will actually see brands today, so I will focus my mechanics on, starting at the beginning of the fight, the first things we're going to see. some Savage exclusive, or one Savage exclusive debuff, which is Forced March. So, Trinity Avowed will at some points cast Quick March. Every member of the raid will gain a red arrow debuff pointing in a direction. When that debuff expires, you'll lose control of your character and march in the indicated direction a distance of 2 squares, or about 20 alts. So for example, if I have the left-facing arrow, I'm currently facing north, so the debuffs can make me turn left and march 20 alts, which is a distance of 2 squares. That is, yeah. So
noted that abilities like Ninja to increase movement does affect it.
Yeah, so that's mainly like you don't want to be sprinting. If you're RP walking, you'll un-RP walk. Ninjas walk very slightly further, maybe 10% further. And if for some reason your party has Lost Swift applied, for example from Impetus, and then someone you're gonna find out why most runs will ban Lost Impetus.
You get the good heavens haste.
It's very funny when it happens, though. It's very funny because we're not scrounging for every last bit of DPS to kill the boss 5 seconds before the enrage cast. Alright. Anyway, yeah, Force March, mainly you're just going to be solving that either from the center column or from the center square of the arena, pointing that Force March indicator towards either the safe side or safe border of the arena to resolve a mechanic. As in normal mode, this boss has a temperature mechanic. So at the start of each major phase, you will receive a temperature debuff that appears over your character's head and in the debuff bar. You'll need to get hit by a mechanic of the opposite temperature in order to resolve back to neutral. If you're not neutral by the end of the mechanic, then you will just fall over. So for example, swords, that's probably the most significantly different from normal mode here. The boss will summon 3 clones, go untargetable, and all 4 of them will slash at the same time, such that exactly 1 square tile of the arena is completely safe and free of slashes. So for example here, the numbered markers 1, 2, 3, and 4 will indicate the possible safe zones, and I will call out which one is safe. In order to get hit by 1 slash, the slash that you need, you'll have to slide 1 square north, south, east, or west. That is 1 square, like a cardinal, directly cardinal of the safe square, to get hit by the temperature that you. So that is right. Like you're, let's say you got -1 cold. That means in order to get neutral, you need to get hit by +1 hot. You find the clone or the which copy of the boss is holding up a +1 hot sword, and you look at which direction that sword is slashing. You start in the safe square, and you slide 1 square cardinal into the sword that you need in order to resolve your temperature. Then it happens again, the boss's turn, slash again with the new safe square, and so you can just chill there as long as you have the neutral temperature already. Yeah. Then, right, during bow phase, that's quite similar to normal mode mechanically, except there's no tracer line. So in normal mode, the arrows on the other side of the arena, they will show you their paths that trace through the ladder game and show you exactly where they end up. In Savage mode, you have to figure out the path of the arrow yourself. After you see the arrow that you need, you have to use your pointing device, mouse, finger, whatever, to manually just figure out where that arrow is going to. That's this image here. Damn, it's actually credited to Van Link Clancy. That's so crazy. Anyway, yeah, cool image. I like it a lot. And yeah, legend tells of a third hidden mechanic in this fight called Elemental Brand, which is basically an additional temperature bulb that gets applied to your character. That functions as an additional temperature. So if we do see the second half of the fight, then you'll simply need to get hit by possibly another temperature mechanic, or so on, so that your final overhead temperature is opposite your elemental brand. That way, when the elemental brand expires, your temperature will dissolve to neutral, survive. But yeah, we have good damage, so we're simply going to try to kill the boss. Meanwhile, the boss is trying to kill us. It does do quite a lot of damage. So that's why we have Lost Shell applied. If you still need, or yeah, once you have Lost Shell 2 applied, you go ahead and meet up on the Charlie Way mark to indicate that you're ready. If you still need Lost Shell 2, it'd be behind the purple line to get it applied. And additionally, for each raid wide, which is called Glory of Bozja, tanks in your parties, you're going to want to use Lost Ether Shield to mitigate for your squishies. It means at least one tank per party will be carrying Lost Ether Shield. You can slot that and replace your weaker damage action. So you're either using like, I don't know, Blood Rage plus Lost Ether Shield or Lost Font of Power plus Ether Shields. And yeah, whenever you see Glory of Bozja casting, I'll try to call it out as well. To use Lost Ether Shields to help mitigate the damage and the bleed that follows. Cure 4 casters, you also have a very important responsibility in this fight since it does so much damage. Lost Cure 4 is a very powerful healing action, and you can use that liberally in order to keep your party healthy. After any instance of damage, in order to, offset the bleed, whenever meteors drop, and so on. Okay, everyone is across the purple line. I'm going to take that to mean that everyone is ready. 30 seconds on the board. And we're fighting. You do need about, again, like 6 to 7 minutes of food on. Raid food. And we're gonna beat it up. Okay, first up is a Tank Buster. Oh. Yeah, tanks do some mitigation there. Next up is a Raid Wide. Feint Idle Reprisal, Dismantle, Ether Shield. And then we're going to go into the weapon arsenal here. And we're going to be in front of the boss. Cut front. Stand in front of the boss to be safe. In front. Oh, I don't know. We're going to be away from or behind. Going to be away from the boss next. Be away from the boss at the flash of light. Point blank AoE. Away now. Boss is going to auto center, and we're going to be behind the boss. Bows first. So behind the boss to be safe here. Tanks back up front, and there's going to be a Tank Buster next. You do have a Force March now, so check out which direction your Force March is pointing. This is a Tank Buster. You're going to point your Force March from the center of the arena to either Bravo or Delta, whichever side is pointing away from the column of fire. Point your Force March to Bravo. Force March to Bravo from the center column. If anyone in your party re-raises, try to rescue them out once they re-raise. Check your temperature. Okay, and then you're gonna just, find the arrow that you need, trace it down. Again, no tracer line. And you just need to move your character to the square that you need. Fire arrows are firing in about 3 seconds. Okay. Stack up for heals and mitigation. Raid wide incoming. Raid wide, Ether Shield, mitigate. Cure for casters, heal up the party. And then, yeah, next up is be in front of the boss. In front of the boss. In front of the boss to be safe. It's pointing towards the center of the arena. Boss is disappearing shortly in about 10 to 15 seconds. And then you have your temperature. Boss is disappearing now. I will call out the safe square, which is either 1, 2, 3, or 4. The safe square is 4. 4 is safe. 4 is not getting slashed by anything. 1 space cardinal of 4 to resolve your temperature. Okay, second chance, second slash. Safe square is 2. If you're neutral, then go to 2. If you died and re-raised, pop out another re-raiser. Okay. Alright, And then coming up is another raid wide here. Ether Shield, raid wide, mitigate. Cure for casters, heal up the party. You are the primary healer. Then we're going to be away from the boss at the flash of light when the boss stops spinning. You can leave the boss now. And then you're going to get a temperature and a forced march. Check your temperature, check your forced march. You're getting forced march from the center of the arena, from about the 3-way mark, to one of the meteor that you need. So this is some light damage here. Cure for casters. Once the meteors drop, just heal up your party. Then get ready to point your character, force march to one of the 4 directions. And I would just hold burst until after here. Point your force march now. You're marching. And then we're gonna burst and kill the boss. Okay. Ether Shield, raid wide, mitigate. And cure for casters, heal up the party. And we simply kill the boss. There are no more mechanics. Brands are fake, despite what ether propaganda might lead you to believe. This damage is pretty insane. I really need to host another all mechanics run. So yeah, we're not going to go up ahead immediately. The next encounter is not the queen. Let's finish arising our dead. And then we're going to unlock the secret encounter, which means that, yeah, once we have everyone alive, we can congregate to the south here. We're going to need to huddle around one of the pink traps, the non-lethal traps. The world record edge spam.
Dang, I didn't dodge the doom from sacrifice. I'm so sad.
Darn.
And then I didn't bounce. I was gonna say never punished, but I did get punished.
Punished sometimes.
Punished sometimes.
I do have 1 plate of Lost Re-Raise, Shakti, if you need one. Or want one.
I have 2 re-raises on me, so...
Yeah. As far as re-raise go, we'll start applying those after the next encounter, before Queen. So...
Would anyone like an 80?
Oh, let's see. There are a few people who are missing re-raise. For example, like our healer March 1 could use a re-raise.
Get re-raised.
Oh yeah, if it's your first time in DRS, or you know what's about to happen. Oh yeah, if you don't know what's about to happen, or you do know what's about to happen, and you kind of like doing it. If this is your first time beating Trinity Avowed, then please come south. Follow square into the TA, Trinity Avowed Antechamber, where we will unlock the next encounter with one of these special traps. Oh, it seems like all the dangerous traps also got swept. Nice. Yeah, so this is a pretty cool gimmick, so nice to show it off. So you can target yourself in order to get affected by this trap. You can look at like little nub on top of your character target ring and just touch that to the trap. If you do that, then you'll be close enough. And at the end of the countdown, we will step into the trap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and walk into the trap. And you're small now. So you're gonna run back across the arena. The mini effect will allow you to squeeze through the bars of that cat statue up there in the distance. And if we got any any healer limit break users, I like the look of limit break 3 or 2 on healer, or tank LB2, or Starstorm. It's all cool. This is our prize for killing the boss before limit break 3 charges. Okay. Sound of shifting stone echoes through the ruins. Downstairs there are traps, by the way. I would recommend just standing still once you load in downstairs, where our experienced tanks will blow up. There's a poison trap on the bridge. Let's go. All right, all traps percepted, face percepted. Yeah, mini Lalafels are smaller than normal Lalafels. However, they are quite large in proportion to the other minied races. For some reason, this scaler is different. Oh, is that true? First person tiny? It'll move your camera down as well? That's cool. Yeah. Okay, welcome to the Stygimoloch Lord. So there are going to be some markers that go up. If you know what these are, then you can stand on them. Oh, sorry. Healers on Bravo and Charlie for Reflect and Dispel. Wait. Delta. D for Dispel. What do I do? Would any of our tanks like a backup sweeper? Or are there any other tanks who are like just interested in tanking and want to like learn how to do it? You can stand on one of the markers as well. Post the guide / guide. What? Minnow? Dig? Okay, Minnow. Yeah. So this the boss in front of us, Stygimoloch Lord, is not very dangerous. It is the adds phase in this fight, which is dangerous. So at 70% HP, the boss will phase, go untargetable, summon a number of Stygimoloch monks, the so-named adds, and most of the arena will turn into a death wall. So, yeah, question in chat. Should you overslot H-Stack with Excellence add spawn? Technically, you should have overslotted Excellence, or sorry, you should have overslotted H-Stack with Excellence on the previous burst window at 4 minutes on TA. That's the Queen Bat tech. But you can do it here as well if you want to murder it. Okay.
Northern.
Anyway, yeah. Northern Thanalan.
We honestly might beat Wobble.
I mean, what? We probably have like 40 minutes, right? If we started at the other at the start of this instance. Okay. Oh yeah, could we have some more healers on Bravo and Delta? You'll be using Light Curtain and Lost Dispel to handle some adds that spawn in the center ring. So, as I was saying before I got sidetracked, most of the arena is a death wall. There is a safe ring on the outer edge of the arena about where the markers are and where I'm running through right now. There's a second inner ring that's safe a little bit closer to the boss, that lighter colored pattern of tiling. That inner ring is where the healers are going to be, the healers on Bravo and Delta. So, I could have healers on Delta, you'll be using Lost Dispel to handle balls of earth that spawn in the inner ring. You'll use Dispel to remove their stone skin buff, and then just do any amount of action damage to destroy it before they enrage and blow up on the raid. And then all healers, or all remaining healers, will be using Light Curtains to reflect balls of fire in much the same way that we were reflecting the spiritual spheres in the Queen's Guard. Basically, when a ball of fire spawns, you just press your Light Curtain, stand nearby. It'll blow up by casting Mana Flame, and you'll reflect the damage back onto it and kill it. That's healer responsibility. Tanks. I recognize all these names, so I'll just do a couple more markers here. 2, 3, 4, and then sure, we can have Peach Pies help sweep. So tanks are going to be kiting the Stygimoloch monks around the outer ring of the arena. They'll be dragging them clockwise, and then Mina's also here. I'll have Mina and Peach Pies, or you're partnered with your respective tanks on those markers, so you can just follow them, shadow them. If for any reason the main tank dies, you can be there to provoke the ad they're kiting and make sure it keeps going clockwise. Other than that, near the beginning of the ads phase, there's going to be a cast called Entrapment. The monks are going to put a trap in each of the 4 corners of the, in each of the 4 segments of the outer ring between the cardinal locations. And so that one section is going to be basically unsafe. Tanks are going to sweep those areas with their invulnerability. So that is Chalky and Elrond are by themselves. Mina and Peach Pies as the off tank for that ad. They will basically start in ahead of their tank, press their invuln, and sprint a quarter lap through that quarter circle of the ring. They will run into a trap with their invuln active. They will safely blow up and make that section of the arena safe to traverse. That is about it. Markers. Yeah, other than that, one more personal mechanic for everyone during the ads phase is suck and blow. So, let's see. CL, I did not assign you to anything, so you are good. Yeah, that's right. I'll blow you to smithereens. Let's say. If you've done this encounter before, could you please get into a notch? Any notch? Try to more clearly telegraph where these things are. So this is a feature of the ring safe spots during the ads phase. So at the cardinals and intercardinals, kind of evenly spaced, you can see there are little protrusions inside and outside of the ring. And so these are going to be the important safe spots that we use to resolve the knockback and draw in mechanic the boss does, which is called Fateful Words. So first, the boss will apply a debuff to every member of the raid. This is either like a guy falling over pushback debuff, or it's a sucking in spaghetti pull debuff. So you can also see this in the DRS learning chat. This image is a very useful visual reference for which debuff you have. The debuff appears to deities as assigned and resurrection restricted icons in your HUD, and you simply will go to either the far notch if you're getting pulled in. Minotaur is going to slurp you in, slurp, slurp, slurp. Or if you have the other debuff with the guy falling over, getting knocked back down the stairs, you start in a close notch because the Minotaur is going to blow you, like the Brute Bomber or something. Right, you can't knock back immune that. If you're not inside of any notch, then you're just going to get pushed too far. So you do need to start inside the correct notch. You know, there's many notches all around the arena, so plenty of space. Healers in the inner ring will also need to solve that mechanic with their corresponding notches there. So, yeah. We do have some Pokeballs. That's a lot of Pokeballs. Alright. And, okay. Yeah, I think we pretty much just need to wait for Pokeballs to get back. While we wait for Pokeballs to get back, I'll just explain the most important thing, or sorry, the most dangerous thing that the main boss does, which is Crushing Hoof into triple whack combo. So, this is like one of the first things we'll see is the boss does a targeted massive conal AoE, baited on 3 random players in succession. Basically, it's just easy to dodge if you're close. You'll very clearly telegraph orange on the ground. But in combination with this, there's also a Crushing Hoof proximity attack, which is going to blow everyone up who's too close to it, right? So you need to run far away from the proximity attack, but then he's going to do triple whack. So how do you resolve this? Basically, you need to start moving in close to the boss as soon as the Crushing Hoof cast ends. That's when the damage snapshots, so you can safely move in closer, and that'll allow you additional time to get close and easily dodge the whacks. Okay. Anyway, if you're ready, if you could please get onto the 3-way mark or into any notch. Oh, splitting north? I mean, you can go north if you want to, but it's not going to be a huge deal. We're not trying to skip words or anything. Yeah, okay, yeah, we still have the DCs in Delta. Okay, so right, as far as burst goes, right, so as was mentioned previously, the main boss is not very dangerous. The ads phase is extremely dangerous. So the goal here is we're gonna unload our bursts, unload our lost actions and everything onto the ads as soon as they spawn. Right, so that means at the start of the encounter, don't use anything with a cooldown longer than 40 or 45 seconds. you're going to save all your big burst cooldowns until the boss jumps away, at which point you're going to unload on the first ad that is going to be brought south. That is like Alron is going to grab the South Minotaur and bring it to the raid. They're just going to blow it the fuck up with everything. Nothing held back. Right. And you know, like, oh yeah, I didn't mention this. The ads are dangerous because their auto attacks apply twice. So 2 hits and you're just dead. Also, they speed up if they're too close together. They get hasted. And they also speed up if they're close to the center boss, which is why they have to be taken and separated to the outer ring. Okay. Yeah, we have been at Twice Come Ruin since Phantom. It just hasn't mattered. We basically didn't get hit by much. Okay, since we have DCs, we're just gonna go ahead and run ready checks. I'm not sure if they're back yet. All parties run ready checks, report, and shout or yell chat when your party's ready. Alpha's ready. Check your tank stances, by the way. Chalky is just going to be pulling the boss at the start. Once the ad phase begins, the tanks marked 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be turning on their tank stance to, kite that. Alright. Bravo, Foxtrot, Echo, waiting for Charlie. Charlie is ready. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Echo, Foxtrot, waiting for 1 DC to come back. DC is back. Okay, that means everyone is ready. Gonna go ahead and start a countdown.
Need to remember to not Blood Rage here so that I can have enough for Queen. So I'm gonna try to do the funny.
Alright, anyway, right, remember here, just build gauge, basically. Don't need to use anything with a big cooldown. Okay, this is a tank buster. Stand away from Chalky, it is AoE. And get ready to press your knockback immunity. You can press your knockback immunity about now. Press your knockback immunity. Melee you can run through. So again, this is triple whack. Whacks are baited onto 3 random players. It is easy to dodge when you are close. Yep, so there you go. Boss is jumping. Tanks 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn your tank stance. Get into position. Get ready to kite that monk. As soon as that spawns, you can provoke it. Lightning shot, whatever. And murder this thing. Alright, very nice. Entrapment will be casting soon. I would recommend staying at the 3-way mark as a trap will appear in the yellow area. Okay. And your debuffs are coming out shortly. Do your words, do your words, do your words. Spaghetti to the outside. Do your fateful words. Crap. Somehow I did not see the debuff call. Okay, get into any notch. Get into any notch. And we just have 1 ad left. So just carefully spread out. Don't get clipped by circles on the ground. And that's it. That's the ads phase. Oh, we're getting free buff culling though.
Free buff culling.
Okay. So at this time, healers, when it is safe to do so, you can begin casting Arise on the bodies on the ground. This is a raid wide. This only kills people if they're using like the Essence of the Irregular or something. Okay, Rapid Bolts. If you're marked with a circle, you can take it away from the raid. This is a persistent AoE. It will continue to pulse after you drop it, so drop it and then move away. Okay, now we're going to get far away from the boss. 11 ton swing. Get very far away from the boss. Yeah, just run all the way out. And then you can go back in as soon as the Casper ends. 2 more sets of Rapid Bolts. Right, another set of Rapid Bolts here. And then Crushing Hoof, get very far away from this. And you can actually completely outrange this. You can get all the way, stay out of range of all 3 of those whacks. Or gap goes in. I don't know. Alright, seems like minimal casualties. Nicely done. Next up is a tank buster, which will not happen.
Oh, I wanted to try walkies.
We do too much damage for that. Okay, before going ahead to pop the queen cutscene, I'd like to res all of our dead. We have still 4 bodies on the ground. Also, if you just raised, please do not use a personal re-raiser just yet, as I think we do have quite a few lost re-raise to pass out. It'll be a slightly higher chance of res, and also just a better use of postal resources for the people who did bring it. Also, if you picked up every chest, every loot coffer from the major bosses, this one is the final one to complete your set of prog gear. This is runner's plating body gear. The queen, what the queen drops is just like a full augment. It's a random augment plus the minion. Damn, the minion is apparently worth quite a lot on my server. Like Chalky is like a grifter, selling these for like 170,000 gil each on Fairy. Heck, I was selling them for like 40k each, just because I wanted them out. I wanted retainer space. Okay, seems like everyone has been praised.
You want retainer space, I want money. We are not the same.
Oh fuck, he's swimming across the Ruby Sea? Damn. Damn, I yapped too much. We might not win. Shit. Even though it's not a race.
It is a race.
Okay, anyway, we're reapplying Shell for, I think everyone's out of cutscene. If you're missing a re-raiser, you can come to the 4-way mark. People can apply one. And yeah, once you have Shell as well, you can cross the purple line. Or rather, yeah, if you need Shell, then be on the bridge. I see the X-Flop. I mimic.
I have another re-race to give out if anyone needs one.
See, it looks like I mean, there are a bunch of vets who are missing a re-raiser. There's like,
should I give Opalt one just for buff culling?
you give one to Izanami, could use a re-res.
Alright.
And then if you do need a... Is that like a full plate or just one charge?
I have 1 charge left.
Okay, I guess it's between like Ilya or Swin or William Drake or Himbo. Or you could give one to Opal.
I'm gonna give 1 to Opal. Just for fun. And Aether Shield.
Alright. Okay, anyway. Here we go. Queen info. Poster. Actually, this probably has like a... I guess the... Yeah, that's only really useful. Collar diagram. Welcome to the Queen. If you used Dispel in the previous encounter, then you will probably also be... Yeah, also be dispelling this encounter. There's just one mechanic. After the Queen casts the God Save the Queen raid wide, there will be an encounter bar. And once that reaches 100, it's going to be a number of buffs that we need to dispel off the Queen. A number of lightning orbs that appear around the arena that have to reflect as a light curtain. If you do not have a light curtain to reflect, the lightning orbs pulse lethal damage in a moderate area of effect. So for that, if you're not reflecting for any reason, you ran out of light curtain, you're just like lost, you can come to the square marker. I will make you safe. I will run away from the ball lightning. So, but if you do have light curtains, this is the fight which you can put them on your bar for, drag it into a hot bar, and use that to reflect the damage from ball lightning. It's highly likely that we'll only see one reflect mechanic. It is probable, or it is, it is possible that we will see at least one iteration of Super Chess. That's what these markers are for. Super Chess is a collar mechanic. The Queen will cast Queen's Edict and apply a two movement edict debuffs to every member of the raid. Let's have a number of dots, and the dots add up to either 5, 6, or 7. So each movement edict, when it expires, tells you the distance that you have to move. So basically the idea is by adding up your debuffs, you start a total number of squares away from the Queen, which I will call out. If your depending on whether your debuffs add up to 5, 6, or 7, I call out a different starting safe tile, which is a different, total distance away from the goal tile. So, for example, it might sound something like 5s on Delta, 6s to the left of 5s, 7s to the left of 6s, which just indicates the square that you need to stand on based off of the sum of your debuffs. The other possible iterations are stuff like 5s on Charlie, 6s in the corner, 7s on Delta, or 5s on Alpha, 5s on 2, or 5s on Charlie, 6s between Bravo and Charlie, 7s on Bravo, 5s on Bravo, 6s to the left of 5s, and 7s to the left of 6s. But those are all the possible iterations pretty much. It can also be mirrored. That's the reason why there's a second set of markers in the northwest, because in the safe square itself, we'll be dodging along the north wall. So after you've selected your starting safe square, you'll be moving down either the right wall column or the column next to the right wall. It's just my preference. One of those two columns will be safe. So you'll march out your initial movement edict number of squares. Then once you've run out of dots above your head, you stop moving and wait for the Queen to check your math. You get stunned, your second movement edict activates, and you walk the remaining distance into the goal tile. And hopefully if you started in the correct square and I called it out correctly, then I will lead you to safety. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the reason why I don't do Battleship is I just feel like it's too much calculation. Also, it just feels like these markers are exactly where I need them to be, so whatever. Also, there's also it's a pretty decent chance that we don't even see Super Chess because we just do enough damage to skip it both times. Anyway, whatever. If you still need Shell, be behind the purple line. Once you have Shell and you're ready, please be to the left of the Delta wave. Bravo and Delta. Gonna beat it up. And I don't know if I already yapped long enough. Maybe Wobble's already in Gangos by now, but whatever. We're doing all right. We're doing pretty good. One slime swipe, that's all right.
Just to let you know, on my screen, Wobble is barely swimming on the Ruby Sea, so you could check.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it does depend on when they actually started it. If they started it when we first instanced, then yeah, that's probably too much time. But I thought the video was longer than 2 hours. I mean, we still have like 22 minutes. Okay. Are Nero and Terror here? Everyone? CL? I think, yeah, we're probably all ready, right? Okay. Good. Okay, we're gonna start a countdown. 30 seconds on the board. And if you need a magic mimic target, Rainbow Hooters is now slotted in. You can mimic. And Chalky Milk is main tank. They will attempt to solo all of the busters by using Blood Rage to lower the cooldown of their pure vulnerability skill. You do need about between 5 and 10 minutes of food. You do want to apply raid food. Finally, this is the last encounter, so just have fun, beat it up. I don't know. Let's go kill it. Also, the first thing it does is a raid wide. You can stack with us if you want.
Oh, okay.
This is a raid wide. Ether Shield, mitigate, cure for casters, heal up the party. Sorry. Yeah, the healing part's probably more important. Oh, I got completely buff cold. Wow, this sucks. Okay, coming up is Murder Chest. This is a follow square mechanic, and 4 row is unsafe, and Delta row is unsafe. And 4 column is unsafe, middle column is unsafe. This is a very good pattern, just not want to go south. Fuck, we're going south. Downtime here. You don't want to be in the middle row. Be on square. Be on square. Back row is unsafe. And now middle row is going to be safe. Sorry, or middle column rather. Wow, that pattern sucks. This is a tank buster. And Chalky's got it, no need for tank swap. Coming up is probably going to be a double raid wide here, so hold Ether Shield but use all party mitigation, feint Adder Reprisal, and then Cure for Casters, prepare to heal up the party. Please heal up the party with Cure 4. And this is a second raid wide. We skipped Super Chest 1, so please use Ether Shield to mitigate this raid wide. God Save the Queen, it's a pretty heavy hitting raid wide. Okay, coming up next is the Reflect and Dispel mechanic. When the bar dings, shortly after the bar dings, you want to hit your light curtain. If you're not reflecting, come follow a square. Otherwise, once you're safe, you can start dispelling the boss. So hit your light curtain now, hit your light curtain. Square is away from all lightning orbs, hit your light curtain, and start dispelling the boss. Everyone into a bubble, everyone get into the bubble and dispel the boss. 4 buffs left, please dispel the boss. First window, please dispel the boss. Oh shit. 2 buffs left, please dispel the boss. Alright, save. Okay, if you're tethered right now, right then, you're going to Swirly Wind Puddles, non-tethers to Crackly Lightning, tethers to wind, non-tethers to lightning. North Wind's Glow is forcing us north, south, east, or west. We're going south. Bring the boss south. Tethers to wind, non-tethers to lightning now. Then show your hole, first to the gunner who's in the northwest, and then to a turret on the wall. Turn your hole to face a turret on the wall. This is a tank buster. So that was Queen Guard mechanics. Okay, so we don't have any like 2-minute bursts coming up, but there is going to be some downtime here. Just send it actually. Just use whatever you have, and then 2 minutes will come back up halfway after this downtime here at Relentless Play. This is another follow square mechanic, Shield Omen. We're getting knocked back perpendicular to the Knight's tether, away from the side that the Queen is slashing. Follow square. It's going to be an easy pattern. Knocked back towards 1. Don't be standing on the orb. Check the tethered clones. Tethered clones will attack. And we're headed up towards 2, past 2. Get ready to burst when on returning to the boss. You can potion if you didn't in the opener. Try to do as much damage as possible here. Ether Shield raid wide. I should not have used mantra. Oh my god. So the push here is to attempt to skip super chest here, if possible. Otherwise, if Queen's Edict finishes casting, we'll just have to do super chest. That's a-okay. Alright, yeah, we're gonna see super chest. Alright, check your debuffs, add them up. We're going south, and let's see. Wall is safe, back is safe. 5's on alpha, 6's in the corner, and 7's on delta. 5's on alpha, 6's in the corner, and 7's on delta. If your debuffs add up to 5, you're on alpha, 6's in the corner, and 7's on delta. Okay, the wall is safe. You're walking up the Charlie column. Go to the Charlie column, and once you run out of dots, you can stop. Once you run out of dots, if you see a line above your head, move back a space. It means you went too far. Okay, and remaining debuff, just walk it out, go to the gold tile. That was pretty clean. Okay, and now we just kill the boss. We did a skip, so we're way too high percent to actually... oh yeah, this is a tank buster. You might want to focus off of Chalky, or Chalky dies.
That's fine.
Never mind. Yay, we did it. Skipping that first super chest is always so funny. Don't read fine.
Main tanking was nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be.
Well, yeah. Like, honestly, once you have that much experience, like, just in DRS in general, yeah, it's not a huge step. Fine.
It's so cool that Blood Rage allows you to get 2 uses of home game. All around that.
Yeah, yeah.
If it's a slower kill time, you can even get 3. Shut up, Bebo.
I only saw 10 on my screen, but if Himbo saw 11, that's
I posted
probably
my
a range of more
screenshot.
people.
I was trying to be near the center of the arena.
I believe 11. Okay, yeah, seems like, yeah, we can use any remaining, like, sacrifice or rise to res our people on the ground. Then we can take a picture of the back. Yeah, you can pick up your loot as well. Oh, oops. Oh, okay, okay.
How the hell did you get this fuck, what's it called again? The thing on the right.
Oh, the Doton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I mean, it has to do with, like, you do the Doton, and then as you press the, like, the ninjutsu activation, you dash. And so you can place it at the location of your dash, even if you can't actually reach there. You can do that in, like, Limbo, so you can place stuff on the docks way below.
You have to use the illegal?
No? You just...
No? Okay.
You just mash the dash after you hit Doton.
Okay, okay. I get you.
Okay. Anyway, yay, we did it! Thank you for coming to my Anyprog, and I don't know. I'm slightly excited to know whether we beat Wobble to Gang Ghost or not. But anyway, it was a good run.
Beat Wobble.
You beat Wobble.
We beat Wobble.
Let's go.
We should.
Oh, he's approaching Yanxia. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so far away. Never mind. Yeah, swimming across the Ruby Sea. Yeah, we had plenty of time. Hope you had a good night. I'll probably do this again next week. If you have any friends that you'd like to bring into DRS, I would love to have them on another run. Yeah, like, yeah, if you're interested in, like, like caller prog or dual prog or anything, just mention it in your sign up. I'm willing to accommodate. Other than that, yeah, this server is great. There's a whole lot of cool hosts on this server. I mean, some of them aren't even like actively hosting, but they did do a lot of runs in Endwalker. So look out for any familiar names. You will have a great time on their runs. You're also eligible for reclears now if you want to sign up for. I mean, I guess Lynn's runs this week is full, but the run next week, those are going to be a whole lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, you shouldn't really think of reclears, especially Lynn's, as something that's like super high pressure. Like, it's meant to be like a way to just hang out with friends, get used to like trying out new roles, and do a little bit more damage. But yeah, like if you thought this is a fun experience, like this content is like bottomless. It's just endless amount of stuff you can do.
Bottomless, I'm right here.